What's going on, guys? ChaseWins.com coming to you for Wednesday, 2nd of October. It is the official start of the NHL season. I'm excited. Like I said, everybody knows that I hate when baseball season comes to an end, and we're getting ready to really fire up the postseason. The Nationals came back in, kind of exhilarating fashion last night to beat a team that they should have beaten pretty handily, in my opinion. I really think that the Nationals made a poor decision in their starting pitching. I don't think that Scherzer should have even been in the conversation of starting that game due to his little injury stint, and not, since that point, had not gone deep into a start. And this is a winner-go-home situation. I think Strasburg should have been the easy choice. Scherzer been in, being in a relief situation, and there's a lot of talk about the Nationals being able to really push the Dodgers in the NLDS. I don't see it. I just don't see it. I think the Dodgers should smoke them. I really do. Does that mean that the Dodgers won't give up a game? I mean, we all know what the Dodgers do in the postseason. They choke. Kershaw chokes. Dave Roberts makes stupid decisions, but I just don't think the Nationals have it this year. Not saying it's not impressive what they've done to get to where they're at, and the fact that they are now truly going to the postseason. Hey, more power to them. I truly don't think they have it this year, and it's not taking anything away from them, but everybody knows who I thought the best team in baseball was all season. I stand true to that. Very close second runner-up was the Dodgers, and then if I think any team has a shot at, kind of shocking the world to beat out the Astros or the Dodgers or the Yankees, that core three of teams that have been at the forefront of everything all year, to be honest with you, I'd have to say it'd be the Braves or Oakland. We'll see what Oakland does tonight. That should be a really, really good game, but playing at the Coliseum, the Oakland definitely has the upper hand, despite what anybody wants to say about pitching. I just think they do. You haven't seen me in a couple of days since Saturday, but that's because obviously there was really nothing all we really could have done is done a weekend recap on Monday. There was only one game on the board on Monday, which was Monday Night Football. I had a play in it. It was up on the site. We had the under 44.5, which was a nice winner, but it would have been give that away for free, which wouldn't have been right to my paying clients. So, and then yesterday, the only game on the board was the Nationals game against the Brewers, and so there just really wasn't anything to do as far as a free play, and I do not like doing a video unless I'm giving a free play. So I decided to take a couple of days. I had a ton of stuff to do anyway, so it kind of worked out being the really, really short schedule, and it allowed me to get fully prepared for the kickoff of NHL, which is tonight. And we will have a premium NHL selection tonight. One for sure. It may be two. I don't know if we will have a play in the wild card game tonight. It's a possibility. I've got some things circled that I really like about it, some things that are pretty sharp about that line. So we'll see. If I can't really nail down a true edge in it, everybody knows I am the best MLB capper out there, and I intend to keep it that way, and I'm not going to let, just because there's a postseason game on, go out there, try to grasp for straws in a play that could, hurt my overall record. But we will have plays within the NLDS game series, along with the ALDS series, and then, of course, NLCS, ALCS, and then World Series. So we've got plenty of postseason action that we will have. Just can't guarantee that it will start until the actual, true series start to begin. But we will have NHL action tonight. It is the official start of the season. I have, and let me go over a couple of discounts with you, because today is discount day. So we are going to do some pretty significant discounts for things all across the board. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and do a recap for Saturday and Sunday so everybody knows what happened. Saturday, we did drop our big top play. We had Fresno State laying 18. They jumped out to a quick 24-0 lead, and then they played very, very conservative football offensively, and defensively they really struggled. They struggled to keep control of the ball offensively, and the defense really didn't push New Mexico State like we know they could have. Watching the first quarter, or even the first quarter and a half, it was no secret that we were on the right side of the game and that Fresno State could have won by 50. As I said in my write-up, Fresno State is probably the best one-win team in the country. But, you know, knowing that they don't have a chance to truly make national headlines as far as, you know, impressing anyone to be a top 15 team or anything, you still need to go out there and hold your own. You're playing a team that you should beat by 50, and your spread's only 18, beat them by 3 touchdowns. I mean, the coaches know how this thing works. And just because you know you don't have a snowball's chance in hell to be in the postseason, that doesn't mean you shouldn't go to get everything you could get. I hate when teams play conservative when they know good and well that they could go out there and just make a statement. So, hey, what do I know, though? So what we've got going on, the NASCAR season pass won another top play in NASCAR this week. Patrick, congratulations. So there are it's either 7 or 8 races left. I'll have to look. Either way, it's $40 a race, guys. Each Sunday or Saturday, whenever the big race is, each week, it's $40. Well worth the $40. That's going to change to $30 for this week's race. And it's going to go for a few weeks like that, or probably till the end of the season. But the season's been $100 for the last 3 weeks, maybe 4. But Patrick has agreed to drop it to $50. I told him that this would probably be his last run to get some seasonal clients, to get them some value, because we've got so many people now that are, you know, have been on the NASCAR package for, you know, even if it's just been a handful of weeks or if it's been for the majority of the season after they figured out that I have the best NASCAR guy in the industry, like bar none. They're already looking forward to getting on next season so they don't miss a single race of the entire season, which runs for the majority of the year. It runs from late February to late November. So, you know, be on the lookout for that, because we won't have much of a break in it once it ends. But $50 for the rest of the season, guys. That's, I mean, you're going to pay $60 just to get the next 2 races, and then you'll have 5 or 6 left to go. Spend the $50. We're going to carry that on for a day or so. We're not going to keep it up, you know, because on Sunday, you're not going to be able to buy this for $50. It's going to go right back up to $100, and, you know, you'll have to pay the $30 for the day or the $100 for the season. Take advantage while you can. $50 for the rest of the season. The football passes, college and NFL, are both $500 for the remainder of the season. We still have a ton of football left to go. We're not even halfway through college football yet. We're not even a quarter of the way through the NFL yet. And all of this stuff includes postseason. So bowl games, NFL playoffs, Super Bowl, college football playoffs, national championship. All of that's included when you buy a season pass. $500 will get you either one you want. Now, if you're wanting both of them to get even more of a discount, $899 you can get the football combo pass. So make sure you jump on that. As far as the early bird specials that we've got going on, you can get NBA or college basketball. Everybody knows what we do in those sports. Everybody knows that college basketball is right up there with my MLB. Either one of them you want, you can get for $500, postseason included. Same thing, $899 gets you the combo pass, so you get NBA and college basketball. Same thing going for NHL, $500. This is a long season, and we have as much action in NHL. I shouldn't say as much. We don't have any action that we have as much as we do MLB. But I'd say this, 75% would be evenly matched as far as how much action we have in the NHL. We play it, and we play a lot of it, and we win a lot of it. We are second to none one of the best NHL services you will find. People that have been with me for the last 2 years know firsthand how much we win in the NHL and how much money we make. You can get the entire season today for $500 instead of $1,500, which is the normal, and well worth it, because, guys, it's October the 2nd. It'll be the end of May before hockey's over. Think about that for a second. Or you can get the triple header combo for $1,500, which will include all of basketball, NBA, and college, as well as the NHL for $1,500. MLB playoff pass, $100. Like I said, we may have a play tonight, we may not. But come this weekend, first and next week, when these NL and ALDS series start, we'll be rolling right along in postseason play. It's $100. Get you every single postseason play we have until someone's crowned a World Series champion. It's $100. Don't miss out. And then I think that's it. We will have a contest day tomorrow, so I will do a video. It's probably going to be more focused towards social media, Instagram, Twitter, but we're going to be giving away a 3-day pass, a 7-day pass. We'll be giving away one MLB postseason pass, and we'll also be giving away some major discounts for seasonal packages, as well as 1-year all access passes and everything. So make sure you stay on the lookout for that. But if you are wanting to jump on now to not miss any action, take advantage of the discounts. Let's get on it, and we'll win. So Saturday, recap. We had the biggest day that we've ever had in college basketball as far as how many games we released. It was insane. I've never released this many games. I probably never will again. We had 6 games just in the noon games alone. We went 5-1. Had it not been for an interception that BYU threw with about 55 seconds to go in the game, we would have had a clean 6-0 sweep, which we should have. But we lost BYU minus 2.5. We had Buffalo versus Miami of Ohio over 47 points, a nice easy winner. Michigan minus 26, which was the most obvious bounce back you could have ever hoped for. Easy win there. Michigan Rutgers over 48, easy win. No, I shouldn't say easy win. I just projected to one of my customers, so Michigan wins this game by 50. That's my prediction. They won by 52. Oklahoma minus 27, easy winner. Oklahoma Texas Tech over 68, probably the most obvious bet on the board for that day. And like I said, we did drop that big top play with Fresno State, but premiums brought it back. Getting into the 3:30 games, we split out going 1-1. Washington Huskies minus 10, which we bought it down from 10.5, but it didn't matter. Iowa State minus 3. I walked right into that trap after spending an hour trying to talk myself out of it. Pushed there, and then we actually pushed on a game with the Florida Gators. We were laying 38 points against Towson. They should have won this game by 50 plus. Dan Mullen was fired up on the sideline that his team was playing like there was nothing to play for in this game. They shot themselves in the foot at the end of the second quarter, beginning of the third. They won by 38. So no harm, no foul. Take that one off the board. And then we went in with Ohio State that night minus 17, which was an easy win. So a fantastic day in college football. College football is, I told you this was going to be the best season that I've ever had, and we're well on our way to doing it. Sunday, we played the Atlanta Falcons, who couldn't get out of their own fucking way. It was embarrassing, and they really couldn't catch a break on either side. As soon as they get across the 40-yard line, it was all downhill every drive. They played terrible. The officials certainly didn't help them out. They were hawking them hard on every single penalty, every holding call, everything. We did have some nice underdogs that day. We had Detroit plus the points, which was a nice win. We had the Saints plus the points, which was a gift to get the points in the Superdome with what I think is truly the better team. We had the Chargers, which was a nice win. The Patriots kind of screwed the pooch and couldn't put it away and really let it get really too close for comfort. So it wasn't the greatest NFL day that we've had. Nonetheless, but we had some nice underdog plays. It certainly wasn't a terrible day. Hit our top play in MLB, which was our only play that day, and it was our final regular season play / top play. So overall, a great weekend, and we're going to do it again this week. Like I said, 2 days where pretty much nothing was going on, and tonight you have one baseball game that's on TV. We've got a handful of NHL games, and then tomorrow the floodgates are wide open. We've got NHL, we've got college football, we've got NFL, we've got everything going on this weekend, and then come next week, you're going to be full-blown NHL, college football, NFL, MLB postseason, and we're just a couple of weeks away from getting the NBA preseason started, which we don't play, but we do take a lot of notes getting ready for the season, and then college basketball tournament starting up, and I'm excited. So make sure you jump on one of these things, guys, and like I said, sorry you hadn't seen me in a couple of days, but really wasn't much to do, and I didn't want to just come on here and say, well, this is what we did yesterday, have a nice day, because I want to give you a free play. So I'm going to give you a free play, and the thing is, this is day 1 of the NHL season. All you have to go off of is preseason, which, be careful with that, guys. I mean, I've hired a full-time guy in the NHL just to pull data that I want, information that I want, so I can break these games down and put them out. And I mean, there's a lot to go over, but the real information starts when you have stuff to go off of, when you actually have games to go off of, saying, okay, this team did this at home on the road when it was a game that truly counted and truly mattered. So just make sure you you take that in consideration if you have been doing your own research, power ranking teams, which we have. We've gotten all of our official power rankings done as of yesterday, so we're ready. If you look at all of the things that we have to go off of as of now, I've got to say that there's two games that I like. One is kind of obvious, and I'm sure you guys will think the same, and that's Toronto. Now, in saying that, I hate when lines get steep, upwards of 300 in the NHL. I think that it's just ridiculous. I don't think that there should ever be a hockey game where you should be laying minus 300. People might think that I'm stupid for saying that, but this is hockey, guys. This isn't baseball. Anything can happen in hockey, even more so than it can in other sports. But here's the thing. You're only laying $1.20 to take the puck line. Now, taking the puck line on day one of the season is very risky because, again, neither one of these teams have played. Now, Ottawa, one of the worst teams in the NHL last year. Going to be one of the worst teams in the NHL this year, no doubt about it. You're still kind of having that battle for, Ontario here. But it's a mismatch. It's a complete mismatch on paper, and it's a complete mismatch in the fact that you've got a very rowdy home, fan base in Toronto. It's one of the biggest and the best in all of the NHL. And, of course they're going to be a huge favorite. Why wouldn't they be? Every single thing favors Toronto and stacks itself against Ottawa. And even if, because we know that Toronto is an offensive powerhouse. Defensively, not so much, but their defense isn't too shabby. But it certainly isn't what the offense is. They don't have a defense, say, like Washington or like St. Louis did last year, or even Boston did last year, or even, I'll tell you, a team that really had a good defense that you never heard anything about last year was Detroit. Detroit had a good defense last year. Teams that had shitty defenses, Chicago. Their overs, how many overs did we have? 15 in a row or some shit? It was insane. But the good thing is, even if the defense plays, they just show up and they allow Ottawa to really move the puck well, you still have Frederik Andersen in between the post to clean up the mess that Toronto may create itself. And Ottawa doesn't have anybody, not from a forward position all the way back to goalie, that is going to stop Toronto from putting the puck in the back of the net. I'm not saying Toronto goes and scores 7 or 8 goals, but they're going to score multiple goals, and there's nothing Ottawa's going to be able to do to prevent that. In saying that, with one of the top goalies in the league, you're at home, you're rowdy, you've been this close every year to being able just to cross that threshold to saying, are we a Stanley Cup contender? And I think that they are. Even though this is a pretty serious rivalry that doesn't get a lot of attention, the Maple Leafs are the best team. They're the best team by far. In every position, in every aspect of this game, not to mention they're at home. And guess what? It's getting cold in Canada, and people are ready for the sport they care most about. And that's not Blue Jays baseball. That is hockey. So I think it's going to be rowdy in Toronto tonight. I think people are going to be excited, ready to go. And I think that Toronto opens it up with a bang. So your official free play is a risky one, and it's going to be taking the puck line with the Toronto Maple Leafs laying $1.20. But that is a premium play. That's something that I've already bet. And the other game that I'm looking at, I have already crossed off the Capitals-Blues game. I will not have a play in that. The other two games that I am looking into that I have things circled, so one of these may very well make the cut, is the Edmonton game as well as the San Jose-Vegas game. So make sure you pay attention to that. Guys, jump on a 3-day package, 7-day package. Take advantage of the discounts. Don't be stupid and wait till next week or something and have to pay a lot more money. Pay attention to the discount day, as I said in the beginning of the video. Be on the lookout for some contests that we're going to be doing. Going to go live tomorrow, probably about 10 a.m. Eastern time. If we don't make it at 10, because I do have a conference call at 8:30, we'll do it later in the afternoon, probably around 1 p.m. So let's do that. Games will be up later today for what we have action in. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, chase@chasewins.com, and I will get back to it this afternoon as quickly as I can. I love you guys. Grind on hard. Let's get NHL kicked off with a bang. Finish out in MLB strong as we always do, and get ready for the busiest and best time of the year. Let's go get it, guys.